It's being called the biggest cover-up in history. UFO whistleblowers allege the U.S. government has been in possession of, quote, non-human craft since the 1930s. The head of the Pentagon's UFO office calls the allegation insulting, saying there's no evidence.
This just sounds like the plot of that Roswell show. Aliens crashed in like the 30s in Roswell, New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Since the Roswell incident in 1947, many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects crisscrossing our skies. I have a few questions for Mr. Graves. What percentage of UAP sightings, in your belief, go unreported by our pilots?
This is an approximation based off of my personal experience speaking with a number of pilots, but I would estimate we're somewhere near 5% reporting, perhaps.
So like 95% basically don't report seeing UAPs.
That's just my personal estimate.
Wow.
In the incident,
95% don't report it.
Yeah, I mean, because they're like, no one's going to believe me, or what did I actually see?
Yeah. I mean, but you, like, have you seen that, I think it's Joe Rogan's podcast where he has the naval pilot that's, like, followed a UFO?
Like the Tic Tac thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was like a triangle or something, and it zoomed by him, and he tried to follow it, but it was too fast. Even though he was in a jet. Too fast for a jet.
It was actually me running.
In air.
That's how fast I am.
a few questions for Mr. Favor. As an expert naval aviator, have you ever seen an object that looked and moved like the Tic Tac UAP?
No.
Did the Tic Tac UAP move in such a way that defied the laws of physics?
The way we understand them, yes.
Mr. First, do you think this is a possibility that this is a marketing campaign by the Tic Tac company to sell more mints?
Certainly, I would not be surprised.
Yes.
What percentage of UAPs do you feel are adequately investigated by the U.S. government, of the 5% that are reported?
I can only speak for my personal leadership over at NGA. I tried to look at every report that came through that I could triage. So,
do you believe that officials at the highest levels of our national security apparatus have unlawfully withheld information from Congress and subverted our oversight authority?
There are certain elected leaders that had more information that I'm not sure what they've shared with certain Gang of Eight members or et cetera, but certainly I would not be surprised.
All right, so everyone's in suits here except this dude, Giovanni. He's here to keep this guy in line. No, he's like, Mr. Grush, remember, you didn't see nothing, huh?
Yeah, you didn't
and
see
if you did,
nothing.
no one's going to see your kneecaps ever again.
That's right.
Okay. You've stated that the government is in possession of potentially non-human spacecraft. Based on your experience and extensive conversations with experts, do you believe our government has made contact with intelligent extraterrestrials?
Something I can't discuss in public setting.
So, yes.
There you have it,
Because
folks.
otherwise you just say no, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously. And freaking Giovanni's getting a little upset right now because
Yeah.
he's like, hey, remember I said you couldn't say nothing?
You're either going to say no.
You're not saying nothing
or
right
yes.
now. Yeah.
Right? You can't be saying, I can't answer that in a public settings because everyone knows that's yes. I'm not the brightest tree on the log. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's like,
But
he's like, Giovanni, I can't lie under in a court of law.
You can when you're being sworn in.
He's like, I'm not
Top
asking
secret.
you. I'm not asking you to lie, okay? I'm asking you to bend the truth, okay? It's different, all right? He's like, so that's why he's like, well, I can't say.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
I can't not say no directly.
Giovanni's behind him like, God damn it.
You just say no, Mr. Grush.
God fucking damn. I told you.
That's
I
one
told you.
kneecap. That's one kneecap. No more of this.
What kind of
I
wash do
can't
you
really
think that
say
is?
here.
What does UAP stand for?
Unidentified pussy. Okay.
That would be UIPs.
You.
Or no, that would just be
A-
UPs. Unidentified alien pussy.
That's probably it. That's for sure it.
That's gotta be
definitely
it. I
it.
mean, what else could it be?
Yeah. Unidentified aerial planes.
No.
Okay, I can't ask when you think this occurred. If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
And has anyone had sex with these biologics?
Fucking Giovanni's like, there goes your other kneecap, bud.
I told you not to say shit, especially about
"God
that question,
damn it."
Mr. Grush.
That was the one thing I told you not to say. Don't say there's
Dude.
aliens. God,
They're
dang
going to
it.
figure out my son is half alien.
Yeah.
And they're going to take him away to a lab.
And little Giuseppe's gonna be out of here, dude.
God damn it, bro. Mr. Grush. 2 kneecaps.
Giuseppe can fly. That's the only thing that's different about him.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
I like how he's like this. Like, no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Slow lean forward. Tons of eyebrows, really big eyes. As I answered the first time, non-human biologics. Looks back at Giuseppe.
Giuseppe's like, we're screwed now. Who cares?
I told you, don't tell him it's not human, dude.
He's like, well, you know what? Cat's out of the bag now.
Giuseppe's like, he just said non-human. That doesn't mean extraterrestrial. Could be a sheep.
yeah. Oh wait, isn't Giuseppe the kid?
It's the kid, but
Oh, Giuseppe's
he's
like.
also a transformer. So
Giuseppe's like, oh, dude, oh, I don't know. He's like
I'm
in
gonna
the
get taken
courtroom
away.
while they're talking about it.
oh, shit.
He's like, Dad, they'll never get me though because I'm fully human, right? He's like, Giuseppe, there's something I gotta tell you.
Don't let them take mom.
Just because mom's got blue skin.
Documentary evidence is video, photos, eyewitness. Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Gotcha.
How would that be determined if it's not human? Well, like I looked at it, and it definitely wasn't human.
So first off, came in a freaking Tic Tac. I don't know if you remember that part. It was faster than anything I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and it could fly.
And it
without the Tic Tac.
And then I opened the Tic Tac, and there was a freaking blue octopus-looking thing.
And it spoke to me with its mind.
Yeah. So, riddle me that, Batman. What do you
human,
think
okay?
it is?
Might be from Earth. Maybe it's from under the sea.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Might be Ursula. Who knows? I
Could
don't
be.
know.
Could be a cousin.
So, and you may or may not be able to answer my last question, and maybe we get into a skiff at the next hearing that we have, but who in the government, either what agency, sub-agency, what contractors, who should be called into the next hearing about UAPs, either in a public setting or even in a private setting? And you probably
Hunter Biden.
Oh, well, I was
He
going to say the
knows.
Ghostbusters.
Them too, dude. But like Hunter Biden.
I don't think Hunter Biden even knows what's going on with himself, bro.
Nah,
He's like
we
his
would
dad.
we would
He's
already
cool.
known. It probably would have been on his laptop if we knew about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there would have been like
Yeah.
a blue chick, spread eagle,
Yeah, and he would be
octopus
like,
lady.
No.
That's not an alien.
No, he's got like avatar porn on his shit.
They think it's Avatar porn, but it's like a real alien.
He's like, no, I actually fucked an alien. Sorry.
So
So, yeah.
if you want to get me in trouble, talk to my daddy. So
He's like, you think the sex traffic thing ain't that bad? I fucked aliens.
and it did cocaine off of her 8 titties. So
name names, but what agencies or organizations, contractors, et cetera, do we need to call in to get these questions answered, whether it's about funding, what programs are happening, and what's out there?
I can give you a specific cooperative and hostile witness list of specific individuals.
Giuseppe, dude.
And how soon can
Giovanni.
we get that list?
Yeah, Giovanni.
He's like,
Happy to provide
he's
that to you
like,
after the hearing.
Super.
That's what I told you. That's
Give
right.
him the list.
Don't say anything here.
And you give him the list.
You give him the list.
All right.
It just
One
says-
kneecap back. You can keep one.
It just says call Giovanni and a number.
Meet me at this restaurant at midnight
On the northwest corner.
in the back alley.
7th Street and Hoobity House.
Quit asking questions, Mrs. Favor. What's her name? Mrs. Mace.
That's kind of a cool
No
name.
more questions, Mrs. Mace.
I feel like if your name is Mrs. Mace, you have to work for the
Dude,
government.
these are all fake. This is all fake. Okay, Mrs. Mace, Mr. Grush, and Mr. Favor. Are
Yeah,
you kidding me,
you
bro?
might as well have just been Mr. Brown, Mr.
Yeah,
White.
like that's
Mr.
all made up,
Black.
dude.
Like what the fuck?
I'm pretty sure those are from movies.
Yeah, I like how they also gave him water and a bottle of hand sanitizer.
You can drink either one.
They're like, whichever one you want. If you want something with a little bit more kick, here you go.
Yeah. All right, guys, what do you think? Do you think aliens are real? Do you believe Mr. Eyebrows? I'm inclined to believe him.
I
feel
believe
like
him.
I feel like
I've been knowing, dude. Come on.
Yeah, we've been knowing. That's why no one's tripping about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone's just like,
It's like that
yeah.
video where that guy was like, we know there's aliens. We want to know if we can fuck them.
Yeah. I just want to know if we can talk to them.
That's really what I want to communicate.
And
I want
like-
the communication to see what's going on.
Obviously, I don't think they're like hostile, because if you can get here from millions of light years away, you could kill us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, we'd be dead already.
What if their entire civilization, like, they didn't have any testosterone in their species, so they've never had like anger or war, so they only focused on making transportation, and they didn't think of weaponry because they never had like any murders.
Oh yeah, they probably. That's what I would assume is
Like they're all
if
vegetarian?
If there's civilization that's out there that's far more advanced than ours, like being able to navigate the stars, you know, they probably do not have a culture of war at all. Like they probably their entire planet is connected and in unison. They
Like
probably have
Avatar?
a one world government, which is also not really cool, but
I mean, it might be fine because that's what would prevent war. If you're all one and
Yeah.
you all recognize you're all just like
that's
your species.
that's what Hitler tried to do.
Yeah, but Hitler, that's because our world already had separate countries.
Yeah.
If their world just developed as one.
That's true. But you would have to do it non-dictate, like non.
Right, but I'm saying they're all like peace and love. Like their whole history is peace and love. I don't
That's
think
true.
that's possible. I feel like any advanced civilization is probably going to have violence.
They're gonna have war. Well, I mean, like, what if they don't even know what violence is? You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because we don't know.
There's so many questions. This is
Right.
for the podcast, man.
Yeah, this is getting too long. Go check out the podcast. We're going to talk more about aliens. It might be out at the same time as the video or later. We don't know.
Yeah.
We have no structure around here. But leave a comment if you want to leave a comment, and hit the like button if you want to hit the like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button whether you want to or not. And we'll see you in the next one.
Adios, amigos.
Dude, you gotta watch this video.